covers the kitchen like Cuisinart.
Great, right?
Fantastic.
Okay, and you know what? I forgot to tell you this. You also got $1,000 because you got New Orleans. And hope you come back to this place so we can play then. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. I mean, goodbye.
Family Feud tonight at 7 only on your CW21.
Good Friday night, everyone, and welcome to Bruin Stadium in Florence, South Carolina, where tonight the #1 ranked and defending state champion South Florence Bruins put their 20-game winning streak on the line against the 5-ranked team in the state, the Hartsville Red Foxes. But for an unfortunate loss a couple of weeks ago, who was ranked #3 in the state for the Hartsville Red Foxes, this game tonight would have national ranking implications, Coach. But don't tell Coach Marlowe or Coach Calabrese that there's any luster off this game tonight.
Oh, absolutely. And you know, whoever wins this game is going to be in control of the region. Even though it's the first game of the region, it certainly is going to have region implications, which means playoff implications.
And these two teams are two of the last 3 state champions. And the Myrtle Beach Seahawks, you add them in their region, 3 of the last 4 state champions. So you know this is a battle that is going to have implications across the state here tonight. Now, let's go down to the field to the third member of our broadcast team. It is Rodney Berry, and he is about to present a $500 check to the athletic director of South Florence.
Hey guys, it's great to be back for another Friday Night Rivals after a rained out game last week. And we're here at South Florence, and it's
Thank you for being here. We really appreciate it.
all over this field tonight. Expecting a big crowd, huh?
Yeah, we about 2 o'clock today, so I had 5 more hours to get tickets, so we'll see what happens.
So, guys, I just don't have a regular athletic director with me. He was awarded Athletic Director of the Year last year, and that was simply because you guys are doing so much here. Tell
Be constructed, and then next summer we'll pretty much tear our baseball field over there as well. So a lot going on. Facilities, we're always upgrading and always renovating, and it's great for our kids, and it's just a great. You know, obviously there's a buzz around football season because more and more wins. It's been a ride, and our coaches and our kids have kind of moved on and trying to build their legacy now. So it's been fun.
Very good. Even academics and athletics, and they're showing their appreciation here.
Well, we certainly appreciate Conway Medical Center and all that they do to support not only our athletes but all the athletes in the area.
Thank you for spending time with us.
Thank you, Rodney. And Caleb Slaughter, I make that Coach Slaughter here is one of the great athletic directors in Florence School District 1, and we are going to have the Florence School District Superintendent, Dr. Richard O'Malley, join us a little bit of the program as well. I'm Ellen Smothers. Chuck Jordan is here. Rodney Berry is here. The entire Lucky Dog Television Productions and WPDE TV 15, AB 15. who is with you all night long in the best game. The Friday Night Rivals, powered by Mr. Sparky.
CMC Orthopedics has the team you need on the move. These specialists in sports medicine, joint replacement, shoulder and elbow, hand and wrist, hip and knee.
In case of a hurricane, don't wait until it's too late. Get your family a Briggs incinerator from Mr. Sparky today. We'll come to your house and help determine the correct size generator to keep all your electric devices running. So keep your family safe and comfortable with a Briggs & Stratton standby generator all year long.
There's no job too big or too small.
Call my dad, he can fix it all. And remember,
8 Sparky.
When it comes to protecting the environment, we're all on the same team. Horry County Solid Waste Authority has a game. For more information, Waste Authority is protecting tomorrow's environment today to help reduce pollution caused by waste. Just remember these 3 words: reduce, reuse, recycle. Visit solidwasteauthority.org for more helpful information.
You might have seen our signs in your neighborhood. We're not just your local roofer, we're your neighbors too. Rain and can cause major roof. We'll have our experts inspect your roof and be prepared for the storm ahead.
Florence Bruins take on the Hartsville Red Foxes. The Bruins and they did not have their starting quarterback, Coach. So that's one of the keys. I know that Calabrese knows that with the region opener looming, he did not want to put his quarterback in harm's way. Let's take a look at tonight's Mr. Sparky keys to the game.
Well, first of all, South Florence defense is going to have to limit Hartsville's big play. Five turnovers in 5 games. I think South offense is going to have to control the football and limit. They can't give them snaps. More snaps. The more they get, the better. And then Hartsville's offense. This South Florence crowd will hawk the ball.
Won the toss and elected to defer their decision to the second. So Hartsville will take it first. And let's take a look at the Horry County Solid Waste Authority starting lineups for the Hartsville offense. First, the quarterback is McKendry Douglas. He's a 3-year starter, and as Coach said, he averages 10 yards per carry, and he also passes for 8 yards per reception. Carmelo McDaniel and Hakeem Waters are the tailbacks. Wide receivers are E.J. Smith, Kia, and Jackson Moore. They've got the full house backfield. Not his average.
Yeah, and that's where he gets so because they use those backs so much. You've got to.
So that is an 8-yard pickup. It'll be second down and 2 for Hartsville. Evan Young, Derek Brown, Slayton Stokes.
Extremely well.
Decision on second down and short, Coach, early. pistol, and they hand off to 0. That is Hakeem Waters. Waters changes directions, picks up the first down, and gains about 5 on the play.
And, actually, that backfield, but you got to get more than a finger.
It's caught by the back out of the backfield, Hakeem Waters. He's going to pick up 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4. The linebacker. Mari Reeves and the safeties, Derek Goodman.
And that was Terrence Moore on the tackle then. He actually stopped stoning him.
Carmelo McDaniel carries his first tote of the night, and he is going to pick up the first down and
who's a Mike linebacker. And yet, what you see with Camelo, they're just having a hard time getting their hands on him.
That's the 3rd straight Myrtle Beach Hyundai first down for Hartsville. They send a man in motion. Jackson Moore. They McDaniel has a hole on the right side. Yet.
I believe he's a bit short.
They're going to say at the yard line. Woo! Goal with about inches to go.
Yeah, and I was real impressed with Douglas throwing the ball that was knocked down was on spot. You can see on the replay.
And the Red Foxes, boy, no problem moving that football,
wow,
Coach.
That was, and the one thing that I thought South learned it, didn't they?
The nice grab by Jackson Moore. He placed up and good, and in less than 3 minutes.
Yeah, that was a 7-play, 61-yard. On 5. So let's see what South's got for him here.
South Florence is averaging only 2.5 points a game, Coach, but if they can let them move all like that, this might be a long night for the Bruin defense.
No doubt. And, Hartsville
in this ball game simply might come down to slows down this Red Fox offense.
They're going to have to limit it. And where they wrote on that drive was with some RPOs and throwing the football. That, they
45, close to the 40, almost a 50. Yard line, and yes, the Bruins are
unbelievable speed,
explosive talent,
and really
back to the 20-yard line, 1st and 10 for South Florence, but I'll tell you what, Sellers is a highlight reel waiting to happen.
here, and he'll be fine, be able to shake it off and get back in. We'll
just a junior, 5'11", 175 pounds. Of course, his brother, now the backup quarterback.
South Carolina, and I think a bunch more to come. That tackle then was made by Jaquez Coe. He came off. They certainly want to get Sellers back in there, but at the same time, they've got some very adept players, and they move football anyway.
So South Florence needs to get some positive yardage. Their starting lineup looks like this. Brian McCart is the starter, but you'll see
we'll see if that stands.
the top.
You know, one thing about tackles that I've found, different people award tackles different ways.
44th solo tackle, though. So I'm down for you, Coach.
Okay, I got you, baby.
And here's a throw across the middle, low, incomplete, intended for Cyree Livingston.
And they're going to be giving that football right back. In streaks. It seems like they'll jump on somebody, and then the other. Allen and actually puts it back to the 43, which is a good spot for South Florence.
Is Jaden Sellers, by the way, for South Florence. He does everything but sell popcorn in this stadium.
Yeah, well.
Didn't grab the number. Jaden Sellers on my spotter board. So let's flip it again. And Hartsville, 4-1 on the year. Lost to Irmo 2 weeks ago, 35-20.
They seem to get rolling. It's hard to stop them.
That Dillon game for a short period did come back and play the last. Catch and an even better tackle. Woo!
Oh, yeah, that was Quincy Moore, I think, and he laid it on him then. It was a great tackle. Unfortunately, he made the catch, and he put him out about
this way, Coach.
line. Yeah, you can see it right here. He does a great job. He put it there on the ball. That is a great tackle. You just wish he hadn't caught it. Knocked his helmet off.
They lined up McDaniel in the slot and
tackle then.
And the first loss on Hartsville. It's second down 13 after a 3 yards.
We'll see what kind of adjustments South Florence makes on defense here, because they certainly, and we had a screen set up
the middle screen,
but they let that linebacker come in a little bit quick, and quarterback did a good job of getting it out of his hand. That was Amari Adams, and he
6'5". And the receiver
care.
That's right. He wasn't going to take.
And this is a big down for him. 3rd and 14, Port territory now. And my guess is that even right.
About 2, maybe. We'll call it 4th and 12.
And being right here, I think that there's a good chance he's going to throw the football. He's had a lot of success early on. He's looking at it now. He's probably not going to surprise them with the throw, however, so we'll see how that goes. It's important.
Down, all he had to do was pull it in.
He dropped it, and I tell you what, he got behind. And I think in the secondary, and the worst thing you can do is get behind you, but when he drops it, you get your breath back.
Oh,
you can see right here, he had him.
I think he was celebrating the touchdown before he ever got there.
I don't know, but he's on the sideline now.
He knows that was a touchdown all the way.
And I think South needs to really work on flipping the field right here. They have kind of been backed up the entire time.
And that's the best, most positive play that South.
You know, many would argue the key to their defense.
Y'all got to go around.
No. Tackle was made by LaRon Rogers, a strong. Now, there again, Zion has been averaging over 106 yards a game, and stands so far.
And they give it to him again, and he gets behind that big offensive pile for 8 more.
And that looks more like what we expected out of those guys. I think they were on the front end, but certainly they have flipped the switch on, I believe.
South Florence offense all of a sudden too.
And they needed to, because you don't need to let this crowd get up on you too far. You're in trouble if you do.
Now they switch different players across the line of scrimmage, and they hand off, this time up the middle.
Linebacker Zay Hickman, and pushing the line of scrimmage now.
Yeah, the offense of Barry McLaughlin, Justin Joe, who was big last year, 6'1", 285-pounder. James Jones, a 5'11", 230. Connor Jones, 6 foot, 245. And Tyler.
And the counter. They ran the counter then, and they've got the H-back. He's going to carry him to the ball. That tackle was made by Bodgers and Biggers. And
Riley jet, coach.
Yeah,
you can do a lot with a jet. Yeah, you can do it. You can actually jet sweep with. And we'll take it with them. It is a 7-0. South Florence is on the march. We'll be back with more of the Conway Friday Night Rivals, powered by Mr. Sparky.
The reason Myrtle Beach Hyundai is service after the sale. The 2023 inventory of selling fast, and the new 2024 Hyundais are arriving daily. Already on the lot, the 2024 Tucson, Santa Cruz, and the Kona. Here at Myrtle Beach Hyundai, we treat you like family.
provide solutions that fit your needs. Here to make it easy to switch. Here to build real connections in our community. Here to help you save with a bundle that fits your needs. And most importantly, we're here to keep you connected to what matters most in your life. Connect to HTC today to get the largest fiber optic network in the area and one of the fastest starting speeds.
Robinson Community College offers over 80 of study, from mechatronics to surgical technology to welding. Our short-term training programs lead to long-term careers in healthcare. Register for Fall 2023 today. Visit robinson.edu for more details.
Aprende inglés gratis en RCC.
Get the comfort you deserve? Turn to the experts with Carolina Cool and Carrier. Let us turn your home into a comfort zone before the next field goal.
Carolina Cool! Carolina Cool!
That's cool.
Back at Bruins Stadium, 7-0 lead for Hartsville. I'm Alan Smothers, joined by Chuck Jordan. Down on the field is Rodney Berry. Our statistician is Paul Gable. And tonight's is Aiden Rogers. And Closed Caps exclusively brought to you by the Bath Fitters tonight.
And you know, Alan, I think the key here is how do you respond? Not really what happens to you, but how do you respond to it? We'll see.
First and 10, big roll. They're trying to strip the football. He's hanging on, and he gets it all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's going to be first and goal after the 12-yard pickup.
Yeah, and Alan, I do want to mention that Jaden Sellers has his
And he's going to be stopped right there. About a 4.5-yard pickup, second down goal.
Yeah, this has really been an impressive drive and really more impressive running the football than what Hartsville. Tougher.
Soft as an up back now. He's going to be the lead blocker. And McCart's going to keep it himself. McCart down to the 3, and I think he was stood up right there, so he's going to be stopped short. It'll be third and goal from around the 3-yard.
I wonder if they're going to go ahead and take the field goal here. If they don't get it in, it'll be a tough call for Coach, but I believe it depends on where that ball is.
And it's great to have Aiden Rogers up here. That it was Cyree Libbs in as the Wildcat quarterback. The Wild Bruin, if you will. They'll give it to him again, and he takes it into the end zone this time. Good job, Aiden. Cyree Libbs for the Carolina Cool touchdown. 6'3", 200-pound senior. It's in the football game.
Well, it looked like two different teams given the first two drives.
Yeah, the first drive by Hartsville was textbook. The second, they shut them down. And the first drive by South Florence was like this one was, methodical.
Textbook again.
Yeah,
and
methodical.
with the extra points good, so we do have a tie football game. Hartsville's going to get the ball.
And I said on my show this morning, Coach, by the way, the press box with the bad boy of sports radio on ESPN radio right here in the PD, 96.3 FM and worldwide at thepressboxradio.com, that we could have a 77-70 game, or we might have a 13-7 game. Because these
after the first drive of each team. But now that you had 2 drives apiece, you can see they're pretty daggone.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, that.
And I played. Ball team.
Certainly hope Sellers with him on the bench.
Yes,
because he's such a. I mean, he's worth the price of admission. It's going to be brought.
In open rifles, because they'll take it back to the. It's in a different offense, so let's see what it brings.
The Red Foxes. So each team has been backed off.
Yeah, and they're going to start this drive at the 19-yard line.
It was only a 5-yard penalty, though. So it's a 1st and 10 from the 19. Trip receiver. Make it twins to the right. You got a H-back that way. The quarterback rolls and fires to the right. And it's going to be no gain on the play.
Yeah, and they tried to run a slip screen, and Amari Adams was sitting there looking at them. And I think just kind of ate that play for lunch. But anyway, it was a 1-yard loss, slip screen. I think you're going to see them try to run it. Rose made a great tackle then. He was in the open field. When he gets his pads upfield, how he explodes. But watch Quincy, right? Is a heck of a tackle now.
Yeah, and he carried him about 5 more. Pass across the middle. Pass is caught by E.J. Smith. Another Myrtle Beach Hyundai first down, 12-yard pickup.
And Mario to play, and they're there, but the ball is being placed extremely well. I tell you what, I am really
receiver. That's his 12th catch on the year. Now for 130.
Another for Allen.
Boy, it's night and day for the Red Foxes, isn't it?
Yeah, and that was Amari Reeves again, and they seem to be working on that corner. We got another guy.
I would say it's the big rush in, but I don't think so. It's the drop in. For the Red Foxes, and boy, they get their things done quickly. But Coach, before we do anything else, let's go to the field again, or let's actually, I believe we're going to go to our CMC.
David Beck joins us now, orthopedic specialist in terms of foot and ankle. The most common injury in terms of athletics is the ankle. So I know there's a lot of kids out there that have ankle issues. What can they do if they come see you?
So typically I like to see people pretty quickly after an ankle injury, really just to get it settled down. For an athlete, I'd like to give a boot just to really calm it down and get them back to sport as quickly as possible. Usually to get them kind of our understanding of where the body is in space to get them.
A minor ankle injury, how long is rehab for that usually? How long are they usually out?
Usually with a minor ankle injury, you can be back within a week, 10 days. When it gets more serious, that's when
On 1st and 10, Carmelo 6 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 4 inside the 30. They've got twin back pistols, a single receiver each way. And I believe that was the quarterback keeper this time.
It was more on the tackle. I think and as soon as they get those nose
when we return to the Conway Medical Center Friday Night Rivals, powered by Mr. Sparky.
Bathfitter fits what's important in your life. That might mean a new tub. And with our unique tub-over-tub process, we'll install it in as little as a day. Or it could be a new shower, or converting an old tub into a new shower. Bathfitter offers design options to fit your style and high-quality seamless walls to fit your style. Why do so many keep us Bathfitter with their showers? It just fits. Call now or visit bathfitter.com for free consultation.
About 71% of the Earth's surface is covered by water, but not all of it is clean enough to drink.
Benjamin Franklin is the punctual plumber.
If there's a defect.
When it comes environment today, reduce, reuse, recycle. SolidWasteAuthority.org for more information.
HTC, we're here to keep you connected across our... Here to provide solutions that fit... Here to help you save with... Most importantly, we're here to keep you connected to what matters most. Connect to HT, the largest fiber optic network in the area, and one of the fastest starting speeds.
From Bruin Stadium in Florence on the brand new our good friend Dr. Rich O'Malley, very what they've accomplished here over the last 12 months. But Hartsville's trying to put a kibosh on that one, and a big turn by Carmelo McDeck. He almost takes it to Shaq.
And I tell you, that was a great tackle then, and I think it must have been Quincy.
And he tackles him at the 7-yard line, so it's 1st and goal from right there on the Myrtle Beach Hyundai 1st down.
And he's on the field, too, so that's the 3rd guy that they had to go and give. And he's getting a lot of attention tonight.
Here's Sparky.
These 2 for $5 breakfasts bake goodness into your morning. Choose a sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or a country fried steak biscuit. Any 2, just $5.
Your day, and they can be expensive. But did you also know they can be a smelly health hazard that causes waste to pack? Call us today and keep
punctual plumber.
If there's any delay, it's you we pay.
There's a new flavor in Hardee's Craft Kitchen. Nashville Hot Chicken. Juicy 100 Nashville Hot in the making.
Spotter Rogers and the Bruins. Close Cap is exclusively brought to you by the Bath Fitters.
Yeah, and a lot of times, and two of those injuries kind of depth to replace your good players.
Yeah, Moore saved that touchdown, but he took the brunt of the hit. So both he Quincy with touchdowns, but if
Price for it.
That's getting ready.
Just more success running the football.
Jackson Moore is your tight end to the near side. On the ground, off to McDaniel again, and McDaniel's got a lane to the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and we had a missed tackle then. Derek Goodman had a chance to pull him down about the 3-yard line, and that's where speed comes in. You can see right here, Derek's got a pretty good angle on it. He doesn't quite get his feet under him.
Carmelo McDaniel, that'll be his down of the year, Coach. That's tops on the team.
Those guys, and you can see so far, I mean, they've just been very, very methodical running the football.
And the extra. Seven, so touchdown, turn it over on downs.
Important in this game. Well, that drive in itself was an 8-yard drive from Hart up in 2 minutes again. So
2-minute drives.
They're making that thing happen in a hurry, and they're snapping it very quick.
Many of the games South Florence won last year, I think 6 in regular season. That's right. We'll blame it on them. And here's another big return for South Florence. That is. I thought Jaden Sellers was going to do it before, but this time.
That cat right there can run, baby. Woo! I've seen him run the FCA conference summer.
Of white shirt, you said nobody could catch up to it.
By Quincy.
5'11", 170 pounds, having a night tonight. He saved a touchdown. There's a touchdown.
And you know, Allen, our kickers have done a great job. They get the ball up quickly. It's good and high.
Power.
And no turnover, only a few penalties. And so, again, you got to understand that this is two well-oiled football teams, and they're playing well.
You got an up-close look at Quincy.
but I tell you what, baby, it'll turn in the other direction in a hurry, so you better be careful celebrating.
Heroes come cheap once in a while, don't they, Coach?
Yeah, you got that right.
But it's 14 apiece, and I think my 77-7 prediction might be coming true.
Yeah, but you know, getting back to the hero.
You can't go home again. It's hard to be a hero in your own hometown. It's a kick that's going to go out of bounds, but there was a lot of movement and then a lot of movement. I think it's going to be an offside penalty against South Florence.
From the return guys, because I think we'll be curious to see.
All right, Demarion Coe is back to receive it for Hartsville.
That looks like over here, Alan. You know, high school used to kick from the 35-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
They moved it up to the 40.
And they still, a lot of them, sky kick, as you called it.
Yeah.
South Florence, 5-0 on the year. Last year is the 4A state champions. And here's a fair catch.
And that was a good call on his part, because with those high, you should know they're not down there yet. You better be looking at the football.
Hartsville 4-1 on the year, as we told you. They had last week off as well, but lost to Irmo 35-21 ago without their starting quarterback, Kendry Douglas, who has been their starter for 3 years.
And he's been impressive tonight.
And he's here, and he catches a beautiful throw across the mini post to E.J. Smith, who picks up 25 on the play into at the 41-yard line, be 3, and it's a Myrtle Beach Hyundai first down.
Yeah, and I think what you're going to have to do, what they're going to have to do to play this, is keep those safeties a little more active on the play action.
And here's read option by the quarterback. McKendry keeps it himself, and he loses a yard on the play.
Yeah, and he's looking at that linebacker. If that linebacker blows, he's going to pull the football and keep it.
Wounded right now for the Bruins.
Yeah, it appears that way. They better.
It's all right. They're only allowing 12.2 points per game, already giving up 4.
Just having so many weapons. And you can take the ball and run it between the tackles. Side, and then as soon as those guys start sticking their nose in there, you can throw it. You're going to be a dangerous football team.
I'll tell you what, Hartsville lost one of the best running backs I've seen years, Jason Anderson, who led them to the state championship 3 years ago, and a beautiful block.
Wow, I tell
right
you
up
what,
the middle.
And they had it too on that screen. If we can see that. Amare Adams and
now Hartsville's down. Third down. Left left into Carmelo and McDaniel. Makes for a hole, can't find one. Is rushed out of bounds by South Florence after a 5-yard pick. And it'll be 4th down and 7.
Yeah.
They've got really 2 of them, Hector Gutierrez Moran. But I think Braden Smith is more the long. The Bruins trying to draw him offside.
Different ways, from bathing to... But do you know what's in your water? With a Brita Pro whole home filtration system from Benjamin Franklin Plumbing, you can take control quality and your family can enjoy cleaner, better tasting water right from your own tap. Call us today and learn more about a brand new Brita Pro whole system.
Ben Franklin is the punctual plumber.
If there's any, we pay.
Bad things happen sometimes. Fires, floods, hurricanes, broken water, exploding water heaters. It can really mess up your home really bad. Moms and dads have been calling A&I for over 40 years. 40 years! They get it fixed. Fast. Really fast. My mommy said they made our house a home again. And mommy always.
Back again, Alan Smothers, Coach Chuck Jordan, and Rodney Berry with you. And the folks at ABC News 15 everywhere tonight. We got a great one going on across town. Myrtle Beach taking on West Florence. We got Wilson over at North Myrtle Beach. The only team in that league that's off is Carolina Forest, so hello to Forest watching us tonight, I'm sure.
Yeah, no, he's asleep.
I guarantee for somebody. And we got a man in motion. That's Jackson Moore. And we missed out on having Carolina Forest last week. Here's a quarterback.
That was a great call, great call.
McKendry Douglas.
And you know, McKendry, it did.
Even better vision here. He saw this whole
that Terry Gordon had an opportunity to come up, and you can see here they're going to keep it up the gut. They're going to try to get the carry now all the way in.
McDaniel on the carry.
And that was Mason tackled in, and he's
or nose guard. Mason Mudge. Raleigh Jet.
Clock or what?
Moore, I think, has got a issue. They forced him to come off the field. Hurt. He's holding his hand. So another South Florence.
Well, he was actually one of the same guys from earlier.
Mass unit right now for the Bruins.
Well, they're going to have to suck it up and play because this team from Hartsville is here to play tonight, baby.
Hey, the Horry County Solid Waste Authority is protecting tomorrow. Waste Authority. Mr. Sparky sponsors your keys to the game. Mr. Sparky is America's online electrician. On time. Online, but they're on time as well.
They stepped up their defense, but I think where Hartsville was
short.
And that was Noah, like you said, they're a yard short. And Hartsville territory, no question.
Third down one inside the 15-yard line. Single a cool touchdown for Hakeem. That is his 11th. Touchdown of the year, Coach. There's love.
Yeah, and you know, it's going to be interesting to see. That's when they've been playing from behind and challenged. So let's see if it holds true on this next drive.
Soon to be 21-14 as the extra point is up. It is good. And we'll take a look at that drive after we sit down to the field. Our friend Rodney Berry is with the athletic director, Cody Slaughter, again here at South Florence.
As we're back here with Cody. Cody, this game is everything we thought it'd be tonight.
Yeah, it's going to look like it's going to be a back-and-forth game all night long. Great crowd, a lot of excitement going on. Hope we can come out on top.
To speak about that, athletics. Tell me about.
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, just like most athletic departments, we have a pretty high staff athletes in the classroom. We try to get them to keep those grades somewhere around a 3.5, 4.0 if we can on a weighted scale. And ultimately, our goal is to get them an opportunity to play at the next level if they're, you know, if they're capable athletically. So keeping a high expectations helps with that.
Very good. You see why he's the athletic director of the year. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Rodney. Appreciate that. As Benjamin Franklin Plumbing is your punctual plumbers. They sell lots of things and have been for many, many years here at the Friday Night Rivals. And, Coach, are we going to win? That's the same guy, and he's going to take it to the house. Touchdown for South
Quincy
Florence.
Rhodes.
Let's look for a flag.
Wow.
No flag. It's Quincy Rhodes. Wait a minute. Is there a flag? I don't see. Where were you talking about?
Drew is acting like, and I think it must have been some late, maybe down in the end zone. I'm not sure. No, there's a flag on the 32-yard line. And you know, frustrating, and you don't see it because cats. It's right in front of that official.
Before I look back, because Aiden Rogers was telling me, yeah, the flag's down at the 30, and I said, either I'm colorblind or I got before
it was a flag, Alan. He may have stepped out of bounds down there because he did back it up, so evidently it was 41. A flag.
Okay, our director, the producer says he's holding.
Seeger Coleman Radcliffe. Radcliffe's been pretty busy all. Quincy Rhodes.
He has been elusive. But they never pulled him down, and he picks up a Myrtle Beach Sunday first down.
Yeah, and that tackle was made by Beckman and Jock.
But he did just he grazed it, but it still should have been a face mask penalty. A foul. Intended for Cyree Livingston. Livingston had
year long, and that's good coaching is what it
games.
is.
So 2-turn fumble, 1 interception. And that's getting the job done, and now they're going to be marked off for 5 yards.
Yeah, number 12, Cyree Livingston just had to move on that one, and he shook his head as soon as he took that step.
Yeah.
But that one step, that 18-inch step he took, cost him.
I think he forgot the snap count, Coach. I think he was ready to go.
Well, and we tell those guys outside, watch the football. When the ball wiggles, you move.
Smart. Twins to the right, 1 to the left. They hand off to Zion up the middle. Gilbert gets some push from the offensive line, gets the 5 yards.
And it puts them in a bad spot because now they're looking at 3rd and 4th was made by Jacques Coe. But this is a tough situation.
Hartsville in front. 8:19 on the rolling clock. Twins to the boundary side.
Thank you, they say. Thank you.
Offside. They were trying to time the blitz.
And we got a hard count then by Brian McCarty. I thought he did a great job with it. And Coleman Radcliffe was on his way to pay dirt then.
Yeah, he's the top tackler on this Hartsville defense.
And
he wanted a head start.
Part of it is because he's aggressive. But nonetheless, it puts them in a doable situation as far as 4-down territory.
Third crossing pattern caught by South Florence, and we've got a penalty flag down.
And that's going to be holding in there where it is, because when it's thrown by that guy in that situation, he goes straight to the white hat. It's holding.
Cyree Livingston on the slant, got the catch, picked up the first down, and the defense of Hartsville is livid. He comes out and reads the riot act to one of his players. I believe it was LaRon Rogers.
Well, you know, the thing we've been talking about is how clean this game was played, but really what South
addressed, I think this penalty is going to go again.
Was South Florence.
So Coach Drew Marlowe downfield. Wow, that hurts because that was a big play. First down for Livingston inside the 15-yard line.
Well, they're back where they were now, so they
3rd and 13.
Yeah, they.
Inside the 25 to the 23.
And he gets about 7 or 8 there, and you know, so he makes it a doable down. It's 4th and 7 right here. He certainly is, guys, the way they've been eating up chunks of yards.
They really have, and in this position, Coach,
but now what you're going to see, Alan, well, I'm going to tell you what Hartsville's going to do. They're going to sell out to the run because they feel like they've got to run the football. They don't feel like there's adequate. And you're going to look out there and see Hartsville about 5 or 6 yards from the football, every one of them daggum Red Foxes.
So the quarterback, Brian McCart, gives his offensive line a little extra incentive. And we've got a timeout by Drew Marlowe before the ball is snapped.
I think what Drew saw everybody, he knew that he played off. So you got to give credit to the Hartsville coaches for putting them in.
Almost halfway through the second. Almost has returned 3 kickoffs for touchdowns.
And it's really been good football. I mean, 2 well-coached teams, very hard.
Absolutely.
And a number of mistakes, and that's just good football, good coaching.
Yeah, we haven't had a turnover yet. We've had minimal penalties, just offensive fireworks. Seven is a huge play. Now Hartsville a little bit further.
The football here, but they're going to probably be determined to throw it. And it is a great call. Oh, that was a back out of the backfield. See Jet coming out of the backfield. He wheels. What happened is the outside receiver ran a post cut, and that corner followed him on that post cut, which he's got to do. So really the only person that can play Jet coming out of the backfield is a linebacker. And he was sniffing the run.
Well, on fourth down from the 24,
that was an impressive call.
Play to get touchdown to the right out of the back.
And we're tied again at 21.
Yeah, they've been averaging 39 points per game, and we may get that by halftime, Coach.
Well, I tell you, the see how he slowed himself down and then picked it up on the sideline, and that's a heck of a catch right there. But
great presence of mind to keep his eye on the ball.
He wasn't sure if he was going to catch it or not because he fumbled it around a little bit.
Yeah, but he kept his eye on the ball the whole way. He never started to run before he pulled it in.
We ran that play against Burns in the state championship, the last play of the game, and 40 yards, 24-yard touchdown pass for Florence.
Wow, we have seen just a little bit of everything tonight, haven't we,
We've seen a good football game, and he kicks it. Boy, he gets it out of there and gets it deep now, but they're going to have to cover that rascal. That's the problem.
Demarion Coe takes it at his own 7. He turns the corner out to the 25. He's got a bunch of blue shirts around him, though, and they push him out of bounds outside the 30, around the 33. Hands off to Jet. Zion Gilbert. Gilbert back in the ball game for the Bruins. The 15 to about the 14.
And again, I'm calling Coleman Ratcliffe's name. He's been in on just about every play on that Hartsville defense.
That's why he's the top tackler. I believe that's his 40.
And you know, South Florence is getting that ball snapped and going, right?
Yeah,
and with the pace that they're running, they've got plenty of time. They still have all their timeouts, if I'm not mistaken.
And there's no huddle once again. That's Felder Gibson, the tight end.
That was well timed, and you know, there again, thoughts right there. And you can see right here, Gibson was wide, slap open. But, you know, here, Alan, the biggest thing there is that Hartsville knew our first lead of the night for the South Florence Bruins.
Let's see if Evan Holland KT, as
And he
he's
did.
done on all 4 of the touchdowns tonight.
Now, don't think that's over, Alan.
No.
The way Hartsville's been moving the football, they can get down the field in a hurry. And so how do you kick it off? Do you put them on a short field, or do you kick it deep to those great return guys?
And they can return it. There's no question. Hartsville will send out there Hakeem Waters, Demarion Coe, and Jackson Moore. Jackson Moore is kind of a man for all seasons. He holds on kicks. He returns kicks. He snaps sometimes. So,
and Alan, that was a 3-play, 19-yard drive, ended up with a 10-yard pass, took 45 seconds. So our scoring drives hadn't been much of nothing all night long.
But like you said, back-to-back turnovers.
Yeah,
on play.
You haven't seen them all night. And these teams had 7 turnovers, combined 10 games between them.
Wow.
And that's what's so crazy about that. You never know what's going to happen.
And here's a kick that is going to be line drive right.
Well, he kind of roughed him up a little bit. Comonte doesn't have a whole lot of butt. He's a low rascal, but he's tough.
Well,
141 yards, 141 pounds. It's important that the safeties lay back a little bit here, which is going to give them those skinny post cuts if they want them. It'll be interesting to see if Harts will try to do anything with this drive or if they're settled to go in at halftime. I do think that South's going to get the ball in the keep going, wouldn't you? And that tackle was made by Shantuan Harkless, who has been out for a couple of weeks and is back in this time. I think he got cleared earlier this week by the doctor.
So Myrtle Beach Hyundai first down at the 45-yard line for Hartsville. 10-yard pickup by McNeil.
The clock's running, Alan. You're going to see him pull it here in just a minute because he doesn't have time to get all the way down, particularly with that happening right there.
That's another big hit right there by Jeremiah Mitchell. He was the man who intercepted the pass, makes the tackle in the backfield on this play.
I think they're going to let this clock run out right here because it's obvious to me that they're not hurrying it up. He's got two. If he tried to do anything with it here.
Hakeem Waters on the counter, as you say.
Well, I tell you what, Alan, we've seen a half of football now. This is late of a game up to this 4 year long.
And South Florence leads for the first time as we go to intermediate 21. All right, timeout as we reach the midway point of the ball game. 28-21. South Florence leads it, but wait just Hartsville called timeout.
Well, and now you better prepare yourself right here. They're going to take a shot down the field, and they're going to put somebody like Carmella out there that people can't run with. Are we on? Oh. Okay. What?
All right, we're still here, and Hartsville called timeout. It is, now I can hear my, all right, it's 20.
With the football, you're in trouble.
We got twin back pistol. Second. So Hartsville, I guess they want to take a shot downfield, Coach, as you say. I don't know if that's smart or not.
They're going to take a shot, and they're going to try to get 3 people deep.
And Drew Marlowe's going to call timeout to make us wait even further.
Well, I think it's a smart timeout. Then he waited for them to get set and see what kind of they were going to get in, and now he'll set his defense based on that. You all right, Al?
Yeah, it sounds like a basketball move to me, Coach. I mean, when we call time. Big night, South Florence. We got our friend Aiden spotting for us. We got Rodney Berry on the field. We got a star in the truck. My man Bobby Shue, who works for all the national networks. Bob Schuster, by the way, is his actual name. We call him Bobby Shue on my daily sports talk show. He joins us every Thursday. Stretched arms of Quincy Rhodes, but he deflected it just enough to keep the receiver Keon Hickson from pulling it in.
Well, that was one well-played half, Alan. I tell you that. One touchdown separates the two teams. I think the biggest
halftime report coming up with South Florence in front by the Conway Medical Center Friday Night Rivals, powered by Mr.
Bathfitter fits what's important in your life. That might mean a new tub. And without and high-quality seamless wall. Why do so many people trust Bathfitter with their baths and showers? It just fits. Call now or visit bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
At HTC, keep you connected across our area. Here to provide solutions that fit your needs. Here to make it easy to switch. Here to build real connections in our community. Here to help you save with a bundle that fits your needs. In the area and one of the sites.
Myrtle Beach Hyundai has a lot to offer, like this brand new dealership. Top-of-the-line equipment and employees that offer fast and reliable service. We're not kidding. We treat you like family. While waiting on your car to be serviced, enjoy free refreshments. And on top of that, you get a great deal and the best warranty available for 100,000 miles. Remember, at Myrtle Beach, no games, no gimmicks, just good deals.
Robinson Community College offers over 8 programs of study, from mechatronics to surgical technology to our short-term training programs lead to careers in healthcare, industry, cybersecurity, and more. Start, achieve, become. Robinson Community College.
Tonight's closed captioning is exclusively Bathfitter.
Port.
A&I Fire and Water Restoration, making your house home again. 4 since we didn't have the last week because of the rain coming in at the last, and we were unable to carry you the Carolina Forest and North Myrtle Beach games. But at the end of the season, Benjamin Franklin, the punctual plumber, will give one scholar athlete a $5 scholarship. So let's start with Carolina Forest from last week. J.J. Chadwick, 3-year varsity starter on the men's soccer team. His GPA is dang near 5 at 4.815. He's a 4-year varsity kicker and a 2-time all-region soccer player. Volunteers at beach sweeps, local recreations, sports coaching, and refs for local recreation games. Good for him. North Myrtle Beach's scholar athlete last week was Scanlon. 4.693, a 3-year varsity volleyball player, 2022 first team all-region defensive player of the year, national honor, English department scholar, and more. Now this week, here at South Florence, Thomas Edwards, a 5.40. The team captain. He's a church youth leader for us. I was with Wanata many years ago, VBS ACT Church Group, and foster care clothing closet volunteer, and even tutors math for fellow students. And for GPA, I would think tutor would be the smart. Atticus Brown from Hartsville High with a 4.95 varsity soccer and cross athlete, vice president of the National Honor Society, president of the Mayo High School Club. Now that's the Mayo Charter School, National Beta Club, Community Service Involvement, and the Mayo Star Steward. One of these athletes is a $5,000 scholarship end of this season. When we come back, we'll have some more reports from down on the field and reports around the country on highlights from Friday Night Rivals, powered by Mr. Sparky.
We'll be right back with more from the A&I Fire and Water Restaurant Time Report.
CM is the team you need to keep you on the move. These specialists in sports medicine, joint replacement, shoulder and elbow, hand and wrist, hip and knee, foot and ankle, spine care, and comprehensive management use the latest technologies and advanced treatments. Nationally recognized and fellowship trained at some of the top hospitals in the country, CMC Orthopedics helps your family live happier, healthier lives. CMC Orthopedics, medicine in motion.
In case of a hurricane, are you ready? Don't wait until it's too late. Get your family a Briggs & Stratton generator from Mr. Sparky today. We'll come to your house and help determine the correct size generator needed for your home to keep all your electric devices running. So keep your family safe and comfortable with a Briggs & Stratton stand.
Your neighbors to understand how honest to you, and we're here to protect it. Hurricane season brings heavy wind and can cause major damage to your roof. We'll have our experts inspect your roof so you can be prepared for the storm ahead.
We're the cutest roofing inspectors in town.
We stand by our promises, and we'll prove it to you.
Clogged drains can interrupt your day, and this, but did you help get rid of that smell, time and money? Call us today and keep your pipes flowing.
Franklin is the punctual plumber.
If there's any delay, it's you we pay.
Fire and Water Restoration Halftime Report.
Now for almost 2 years, coming up here pretty quickly. Excitement of knowing that me about it.
When you have a plumbing issue, usually you need somebody quick. So we've been into PD now with Benjamin Franklin Plumbing for 2 years.
And you've done such the original sponsors for this event. I'll tell you what, we appreciate everything you do, especially with the Scholar Athlete and everything.
The night lights and Friday night rivals from across the country.
Give to Graham again. This time he gets around the left side, and we'll see how fast he. He's at the 30, the 40, the 50. Look like catch Miles Graham, 10-5, all to
jumps over a man, stays on his feet near McDougal.
The punt here is blocked. They got a hand on it and caught. This could.
Back to throw, goes long, left, got a man, and he caught it. Oh no, his interception.
Jackson Clark.
We'll be right back with A&I Fire and Water Restoration Halftime Report.
Hello, everybody. Cecil Chandler from Myrtle Beach Hyundai, your #1 Hyundai dealership in North and South Carolina. Daily. Already on the lot, the 2024 Tucson Cruise and the Coma. Here at Myrtle Beach Hyundai, we treat family.
CMC Orthopedics has the team you need to keep you on the move. These specialists in sports medicine, spine care, technologies, and advanced treatments. Nationally ranked at some of the top hospitals, CMC Orthopedics helps your family live happier, healthier lives. CMC Orthopedics.
Solid Waste Authority. Your part to help reduce pollution caused by waste. Just remember these: reduce, reuse, recycle. Visit solidwasteauthority.org for more help.
Long-term careers in healthcare, industry, cybersecurity,
Halftime Report.
My house came out, your team, and fixed it up. I mean, just tell all the nice folks out there.
24/7. So if it's at your house, think about things from a water leak, from a toilet or a dishwasher, water heater, something catastrophic like a fire. And so that's what we do. So we have crews there 24/7, and we do emergency response. And we're a general contractor. We focus on disaster restoration repairs. We can basically take care of everything for you, start to finish, 365 days a year.
You've been a sponsor of the End Zone for a long time, almost 25. So what does that mean? The biggest sponsors for one of the biggest shows on the Grand Strand.
And we're not going anywhere. So I said we're about to celebrate our 50th year next year, and so we got a lot of running room. So please let us know. We look forward to the sponsorship, and we appreciate what y'all do.
All right. Thank you, my man. Thank you.
Back at Bruins Stadium, 28-20 team in front here, in the lead, as I was trying to say, over the visitors from Hartsville on the A&I Fire and Water Restoration halftime report. Let's go down to the field with our buddy Rodney Berry again. Somebody speak with him. School District 1 Superintendent Dr. Richard O'Malley.
To have Dr. O'Malley with us here. I just want to applaud you. Look what you've created, this atmosphere. Quite get what athletics can mean to a school. You obviously do.
So we've invested equally in arts and academics. It's about making a well-rounded student. So it really has poured the community into our football stadiums and really supported our schools.
You know, it's true.
Our band leaders or anyone here just watching. It's an exciting time to be in Florida.
Well, bad boy Smothers lived up to his name moments ago. I saw you going up to the booth. He kind of shooed you away, didn't he?
He did. I'll have to talk to him. But, he's a good guy. We'll have a chat about that another time.
Give him a pass. He didn't know it was you.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for having me.
We appreciate you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for throwing me under the bus there, Rodney. I talked to Doc O'Malley after I shoot. Regularly scheduled Friday night lineup of tonight at 10 o'clock. You won't want to miss that. But around 11:20, you turn over to our sister station, ABC 15, for all the highlights of the area on the End Zone director, Brandon Dunn and Andrew James. The End Zone starts promptly at 11:20 on ABC 15 News. It's 28-14. South Florence Bruins lead it, and the upcoming James Sharks in the Battle of Highway 7. And then the following week was one of our flex games, Coach. Brandon Dunn picked an excellent game here, a 1A powerhouse matchup. Lakeview with only one loss on the year. Latta with no losses this year in region action in 2 weeks at the home of the Vikings.
Yeah, and Lakeview is obviously a good football team. You know, they beat an undefeated Loris by a point this past week. And I think that was a heck of a victory for them. And so look to see Lakeview have a long run toward the end.
Lakeview always has a long run in the playoffs. The following week on the 20th, we have an off week that week, and then we have ABC 15 News at Clemson Tigers taking on the Syracuse Orange. They are reeling a little bit after a couple of losses, 2 more than they're used to. At 3:30, Kansas and Texas. If I'd have told you 5 years ago that this would be a game between ranked teams, who would have believed me?
Yeah, you know, lost 2 in a row, I think, down at Coastal. Did they not, or was that K-State?
That was Kansas.
Yeah, that was Kansas. So Coastal beat them two years in a row.
But Coach Leipold has turned things around there.
That don't matter. They whipped their butt.
Okay.
They came down there to Conway and they whipped their butt.
And another ranked who would believe Duke?
Well, now that's the one that's unbelievable.
At 7:30 tomorrow night. So we got 2 great ranked games, and of course the Tigers and Syracuse, who always gives Dabo's team the business. So we'll come back. We'll give you the second half action. South Florence in the game.
Warning, the following Zaxby's ad contains content the Philly done right. Zaxby's Fried Chicken Philly. Woo, saucy!
Clogged drains can interrupt your day, and they can be expensive. Also know they can be a smelly health hazard that causes waste to back up into your home. Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. We are your plumbing experts. We can unclog your drains, help get rid of that smell.
Franklin Plumbing. Bad sometimes. Fires, floods, hurricanes, broken water pipes, exploding water heaters. It can really mess up your home really bad. My mommy said they made our house a home again. And mommy always tells the truth. And fire and water restoration. Restoring more than just your home, restoring your dreams.
CMC Orthopedics has the team you need to keep you on the move. These specialists in sports medicine, joint replacement, shoulder and